Hey guys, welcome back to another raid video. In today's video, I want to talk about a champion that I just pulled yesterday. That's right, during the crazy Poison 10x event. I pulled a Undead Horror Legendary event, obviously not a 10x, that is Crypt Graal. Alright, and then I was looking at my Faction Guardian. I realized that this is actually my 6th Crypt Graal on my account, so I decided to just fully empower him. A +4 Crypt Graal here, and I have one left for Faction Guardian. Alright, as a low spender, I honestly did not plan to pull any shards during the 10x last weekend. I think I popped over 2,500 mystery shards just to get enough fusion points. Then yesterday, I decided to pop 3 ancient shards, and then boom, I got Crypt Graal. And then I just decided to fully gear my Crypt Graal and fully master him. Before yesterday, I did not even do anything to this champion. He is just sitting in my vault doing nothing, not mastered whatsoever. Right? So today I fully maxed him out, and maybe he can do some cool stuff. We're gonna see how he does in this video. Alright, he is known as one of the best spider champion in the game. Also, he is known as one of the best champion to solo PvE content. Alright, so we're gonna find out how he does. Okay, so here is the gear I put on him in a regeneration set and resistance set. This is a +4 stats. Alright, so the stats are kind of crazy. So I don't want to call this video a guide. This is more likely to be a showcase. Alright, I don't expect anyone to put top tier gear on him, because honestly he is at most an average legendary, but he can do some interesting stuff, especially as a fully empowered version. Alright, so we take a look at the stats. A very high HP, very high defense, attack doesn't matter, super high speed. Honestly, it's not necessary to give him this type of speed. I just have some spare regeneration set in my inventory. Alright, the crit doesn't matter, resistance like 300 is enough, and for accuracy I think 250 is enough. Alright, for the majority of PvE content, I fully booked him. Not really, I booked his A2 and that's about it. For the mastery, I went with War Master here, very standard. This is a soloing content mastery. So yeah, let's just get right into the showcase. In case you guys are not familiar with his skill kit, I think he used to be a bottom tier legendary, and around 8 or 9 months ago, Playroom did a big buff to this champion. I don't quite remember what the buff is, but let's take a look at his skill kit right now. Attack one enemy, 60% chance to place 50% big version of decreased attack. That's great. And if the target is under HP burn or freeze, this is 100% chance. And if this book value is just terrible on this skill. They should never design a champion with this type of book value. Alright, and the A2 is AoE HP burn, nothing really to be said, 3 turns cooldown, that's nice. And the A3 is attack all enemy, place freeze if they're under HP burn, and also extend the duration of any HP burn to 3 turns, and the extension cannot be resisted. Also, the book value is terrible in this skill. So I think, like, in terms of overall skills, I think he is still a little bit underwhelming. I really hope this this effect that cannot be resisted also applies to freeze. So if you want to land the freeze, you still need accuracy. Right? So that's why I think his skill kit in terms of legendary champion is still a little bit underwhelming, but he can do some cool stuff in terms of soloing content. Alright, so let's just get right into it. Of course, people want to know if he can solo Spider 25. I'm gonna give you the answer right away. He can, but it's not very consistent. That's my honest opinion. I tried this champion to solo Spider 25. His success rate is about 50%. That's why it's not very good. But if you want to use this champion to solo Spider 24, the win rate is above 95%. Right? Because I feel like nowadays soloing Spider 20 is really not a thing anymore. So let's do a showcase of Crypt Graal soloing Spider 24. Let's see how it goes. This is gonna be full auto. Let's take a look here. I think it's pretty consistent because this is a +4 with crazy gear, to be honest. Alright. And this is strong affinity here. So the boss is gonna do weak hit against me. See all these HP burns. I think the run is not gonna be super fast. It's probably a minute and 30 seconds, something like that. Alright. Okay. One. Let's keep it going. Doing great so far. One, almost there. Alright, so I guess it's about 1 minute 30 seconds. Soloing Spider 24. I think it's pretty consistent. I actually haven't seen him fail a run in Spider 24 with my empowerment and gear. Like that's why I'm not really calling it a guide, alright? I don't expect anyone to invest their top tier gear on this champion. Alright, Spider 25, it's not likely. I'm just saying, it's not likely. Alright, so if you want to consistently solo Spider, just do 24. If you really want to use this champion to solo content. Also, he can solo Ice Golem 25. Alright, it's actually faster than I expect. Let's just see a run here, alright? Let's see a run. Alright, so I think in terms of soloing content, I think Poisoner still does a better job than this champion here, to be honest. Because HP burn, he can do HP burn only, so it's relatively slow on boss stage, right? Like you can put 10 poisons on the boss, and you can only put 1 HP burn. That's why I think if you really want to solo stuff, Bad Alcazar is probably the best, or maybe the new champion Tio. Tio is also really good. I did not manage to pull Tio. I think he can solo Ice Golem, right? Couldn't even kill the minions. Alright, that's about it. More than 3 minutes. That's insane. Okay, so finally got it down. 3 minutes and 23 seconds with single Crypt King Graal. And then a lot of you guys might wonder if he can solo the dragon. The answer is he cannot. I tried many times in both stage 25 and stage 24. He just couldn't do it because he can do the waves easily, alright? But once he gets to the boss, I feel like Dragon just does increased amount of damage as time goes by. So maybe you can see how it goes. Do one run in a Dragon 25. This is weak affinity here. But like Dragon just does too much damage and he just could not handle it. We can take a look. I'm weak affinity here. I'm gonna miss a lot of debuff, but I should be able to get to the boss easily. It's just I cannot beat the boss. He doesn't have enough damage, and then the dragon just does too much damage. Alright, so finally got to the boss at 2 minutes mark. So let's see here. I don't think he can do it because dragon just does increase amount of damage as time goes by. He doesn't do enough damage. This stun thing here just hits really hard. Alright, he could not handle the damage of the dragon. Like, HP burn is too slow. I cannot kill the dragon fast enough. And the dragon just does increase amount of damage. Okay, see the stun, the scorch here, I believe it's called the scorch. The scorch just hits harder and harder. And the scorch is gonna one-shot him, probably the next time. And almost got one-shot here. Like, before I tried this, I didn't know the dragon's secret skill is gonna hit harder and harder. Because most of the time I just speedrun the dragons, right? I bet a lot of people don't know. So, alright, this time actually the dragon's shield is gonna get bigger and bigger. How many people know this, right? So, yeah, he can't do it. He just doesn't have enough damage. So, the conclusion is, for the dungeons, he can solo ice golem and spiders, and he cannot do dragons. Usually dragon is the easiest one, and he just cannot do it. Alright, maybe you can try to do a stage with this champion, Doom Tower stage with this champion. Alright, let's just this is hard mode, right? Okay, so this is hard mode. Let me just pick a random stage here. Let's see if he can solo this stage. Alright, not a good example because they have Dark Elhang. They are immune to freeze, but I will need freeze for this champion to work. Let's pick a easier one. Alright, which one is easier? Come on, I feel like all these are pretty hard. All these are pretty hard because these are like the final 10 stages. Come on, they all have cleanser, and this Norok is immune to CC. Okay, let's try this one. Alright, it seems pretty hard also, but let's see. Doom Tower hard mode, level 107. Let's see. Solo this. See if he can solo this. And he can't do it. Never mind. Right, he can't do it. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this showcase. Probably one of the few +4 Crypt King Graal in the world, right? So yeah, what do you guys think? I put this type of crazy gear on him. Like, nobody on my account, no one else on my account is really using this gear anyways. So maybe I can put this type of gear on my Hydra champion, I don't know. So overall, I think this champion is still like, even after the buff, he is still like an average champion. Because I feel like recently Plarium just released a lot of good champions. It's kind of like power creep, right? So let's just take a look at Tio here, right? Like this dude here, it's just outshine everyone else in PvE content. He just solos every dungeon except Fire Knight, right? And he just does better than everyone else. And I feel like Crypt King Graal right nowadays, I don't think you really need him. Like, how many people actually want to solo Ice Golem, right? It's a complete waste of time, I think, right? So, I don't know. Probably after the showcase, I'm not gonna use him again. But I'll give him that. He's a fun champion to play around with. So yeah, what do you guys think of this champion? Let me know. Alright, and I'll see you guys in a video soon. Bye.